Hi FPL managers, welcome to FPL Team Talk. In this video, it is all about Riyad Mahrez. I'm not discussing wildcards or team selection or anything like this. This is purely a video for those interested in Riyad Mahrez. It's not even aimed at people suggesting that you bring him in or anything like that. I'm a Riyad Mahrez owner. I've owned him since week 1, and we've got his stats on the board. So he was 9 million when I brought him in. He's 8.9 now. He's brought me 12 points. Last game week, he had 4. As we can see, he started the first game. The reason for bringing him in the first place was the fact that he just had such a good pre-season. He was up to speed. There was no Euros or Copa America. So, as expected, he started that first game. Since then, he's had benches against Norwich and Arsenal. But he has had goal contributions in that time. But he is a player that I was definitely looking at shipping out. He was on the cusp of, I was thinking about doing the wild card, still am. And he would be one player that I certainly would get rid of. Even if I wasn't doing a wildcard, I'll be looking at getting rid of him. But almost investigating reasons why not to do the wildcard, I've kind of looked at his figures and his stats. And there's a few things that I want to share with you that I think are worth knowing whether you are expecting to get rid of him or not. The last 5 times Manchester City have played Leicester, Riyad Mahrez has played all 5. He has started every one of them. In fact, out of 4 out of those 5, he has played all 90 minutes. I think the one he didn't play 90 minutes, he played 78 minutes. So, Pep likes playing him against Leicester. Now, when I look back at those fixtures that I've just put back on the screen, I'll put them on now. Tottenham at home, Tottenham away, they lost, he started. Then he got rested the next 2 games. I'm already starting to think whether that was part of a longer term strategy to bring him in against Leicester. I don't know. All I can tell you is that for the last 5 games, he has played against Leicester. He has been dropped or not started the game before every single time. So the last 5 times he played Leicester, he starts. The game before, he is not started. That is a theme. In fact, once upon a time, he didn't start 4 games leading up to the Leicester game. Then he was brought in. So, for whatever reason, and I know we're playing sort of guessing games with Pep again, he just plays against Leicester. Regardless of whether he's in the side or not, regardless of how much recent football he's played, he starts against Leicester. Next thing we can tell you, his goal involvement and his actual sort of stats against Leicester, I would say they're not bad, they're not great. He's played 5 games, he's got 2 assists, including the game last year at the Etihad, which obviously Vardy got the hat-trick and they lost 5-2. He also got 1 assist, so his goal involvement, 0.6. His goal involvement this year, even though he's gone down in price, it suggests or tells us that people are shedding him left, right and centre, and I get that because he's not starting. But his expected goal involvement this year per 90 minutes, not per game, 90 minutes, only played 122 minutes, 1.96. Put that in perspective, Kane last year got the most goals and assists. His goal involvement was just over 1. Mahrez is nearly 2. I know it's a small sample size. It's only 3 matches in and he's only played 122 minutes. However, I think for me to sort of say he's not doing it on the pitch is a bit harsh. He's not getting the minutes. That's the issue. If he's getting the minutes, he looks like he could produce something. He always plays against Leicester. Last 5 games. Now, I don't know if he's guaranteed to play this time. It may be that Pep is just an absolute coincidence. It seems a little bit too much of a coincidence. It's his old club and Pep plays him every time. And he doesn't play the previous game. But, okay, it's worth bearing in mind. I'm not suggesting you bring in Riyad Mahrez. I certainly wouldn't be. In fact, completely opposite, I am looking to move him out. However, for this week, I don't want to get rid of him. I've looked at that. When he's on the pitch, he produces. He's always played against Leicester. For me, as a Riyad Mahrez owner, I think, yeah, I'm going to give him another week. See what happens. Leicester away, not an easy game, but it is Manchester City, arguably the best side in the league. We know they can score against anyone. Okay, really specific video. Please give us a like. Make any comment you think. Are you a Riyad Mahrez owner that is potentially now going to keep him? Or are you still unconvinced and you would get rid of him? Please subscribe. Remember, you can always unsubscribe later. It would really help the channel out. In the meantime, best of luck.